Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Novita Fitriyanti. My registration number 2214050009 from TBIA. Listening skill. According to Wilson 2008, reflect the awareness in the field of English language teaching of the important role that listening plays in language acquisition. Listening skill adalah kemampuan menerima, memahami, serta menginterpretasikan pesan secara lisan. Menurut Wilson 2008, keterampilan bahasa mencerminkan kesadaran di bidang pentingnya mendengarkan dalam penguasaan bahasa. A reason for listening. The author's own list is set out here in the order in which the items come to mind. Point 1. Listening to the radio news, a play, parliament, a comedy program, sometimes on a car radio. Point 2. Conversation with neighbors, colleagues, and friends. Point 3. Answering the telephone at home and at work. 4. Overhearing other people talking to each other on a bus, in the car of voice. 5. Attending a lecture. Adapun beberapa alasan mendengarkan, yang pertama itu mendengarkan melalui radio, seperti melalui berita, komedi, maupun radio yang ada di mobil. Dan yang kedua itu mendengar percakapan dengan tetangga maupun dengan teman, dan menjawab telepon. Dan pada saat bekerja kita harus berinteraksi dan mendengarkan apa yang orang sampaikan. Dan di negara lain, keterampilan untuk mendengarkan merupakan sebagian dari keseluruhan interaksi ataupun merespon dengan tepat. The relationship between the listening and reading. Listening comprehension is anything but a passive activity. It is a complex, active process in which the listener must discriminate between sounds, understand vocabulary and structure, interpret stress and intonation, retain what was gathered. Adapun hubungan antara mendengarkan dengan membaca, yang pertama itu pemahaman dan keterampilan bahasa. Yang pertama itu mendengarkan. Mendengar merupakan memungkinkan individu untuk berinteraksi dengan lisan, seperti memperbaiki intonasi, ritme, maupun memperbaiki konteks percakapan. Yang kedua itu ada membaca. Membaca merupakan interaksi yang dengan berbentuk tulisan, seperti kita memahami struktur kalimat itu, seperti penggunaan kosakata yang lebih kompleks dan yang lebih baik. Yang kedua itu ada pengembangan kosakata. Saat mendengarkan, orang akan mendapatkan kosakata baru dalam konteks yang berbeda, dengan cara percakapan ataupun mendengarkan audio di media sosial seperti podcast ataupun acara yang lainnya. Dan ketika membaca, seseorang akan menambah wawasan baru ataupun menambah kosakata baru yang mereka baca dari buku ataupun dari koran dan dari majalah ataupun yang lainnya. Ketiga itu memori dan retensi informasi. Ketika mendengarkan biasanya melibatkan memori jangka pendek, di mana informasi harus diproses dan dipahami secara cepat dan tepat. Membaca memberikan kesempatan untuk memproses informasi secara lambat dan mendalam, yang dapat meningkatkan potensi maupun keterampilan penggunaan bahasa itu dalam jangka pendek. And the nature of listening comprehension, product and process. Implicit in what has been said so far is the distinction already made in chapter 6 between the twin concepts of product and process. This distinction has become an important one for all language skills, particularly those labeled receptive, and it signals an increasing recognition that language as a fixed system, a finished product, is just one part of the picture. It was a major characteristic of language teaching methodology in the 1980s, and more so in the 1990 onwards, that much more attention was paid to human beings and language processors that was previously the case. When text, whether written or spoken, were presented as objects to be understood, it is arguable with the skill of listening that a processing for two listening skill. As a provision listener, you will obviously not have achieved understanding in any of these illustrative situations by simple hearing the sound. You will have been processing the stream of noise and a number of levels which taken together make up the concept of comprehension. Let us now look at each of these levels in return. Processing sound for understanding we have not cannot come from the sound chords alone, but equally observably, it cannot take place without some processing of what one student of our acquaintance has called in word soup. At its most basic, a language completely unknown to us will sound to our ears like a stream of sound. Adapun sifat pemahaman mendengarkan itu yaitu proses langsung dan temporal. Yang kedua itu tergantungan pada konteks. Yang ketiga itu pemahaman melalui auditori. Listening comprehension, teaching and learning. In accompanying listener, the micro skill we have been surveying are engaged automatically. Language learners, however articulate in their language, are confronted with a rich and complex medium, a daunting array of skills, and a foreign language. We shall first comment briefly on the kind of difficulties that learners typically experience in relation to what provision listeners appear to do. We shall then raise some issues about the application of the discussion so far to the classroom environment. Finally, in this section, we shall explore the ways in which teaching materials have developed in line with an increased understanding of the nature of the skill. Learners. There is of course no such person as the typical learner. Learners are at various stages of proficiency, and they differ across a range of characteristics: age, interest, learning style, aptitude, motivation, and so on. The only claim that can be made is that learners, by definition, are not fully component listeners in the target language. We can suggest, in other words, that they will be operating somewhere on a scale of approximation to full proficiency. With this in mind, several general observations can be made, which at the same time are not true of all learners everywhere. Next point, classroom application, some issues. How then take the points that have been made in this chapter be reflected directly and or indirectly in the classroom. Every classroom has its own set of objectives and its own climate and patterns of relationship, all within a specific educational environment. It is therefore not surprising in the principle of language and language processing are taken only variable into account. Imagine the classroom as a filter for some of the following issues which are set out as questions. The section on materials will revel to these points again. Research into listening comprehension has shown that we are dealing with a complex skill. At the same time, our job is to teach language. Adapun pengajaran dan pembelajaran pemahaman mendengarkan. Adapun Adapun mengajar pemahaman mendengarkan, yang pertama itu penggunaan teknologi, yang kedua latihan membaca secara aktif, yang ketiga itu kegiatan pramendengarkan, yang keempat itu ada tugas mendengarkan secara interaktif. Ada beberapa poin mempelajari pemahaman yang mendengarkan itu. Yang pertama itu keterlibatan aktif, yang kedua latihan rutin, yang ketiga yaitu ada strategi mendengarkan, yang keempat itu ada meningkatkan kosakata dan pengucapan. The next materials for teaching listening comprehension. The first, pre-listening activities. The principal function of these activities, which are now common in teaching materials, is to establish a framework for listening so that learners do not approach the listening practice with no points of reference. This perspective is clearly in line with the use of knowledge schema and the establishing of a context activities include the following: a short reading passage on a similar topic, predicting contents from the title, commenting on a picture or photograph, reading through comprehension question in advance, working out your own opinion and a topic. Any such activity is one to generate language. 2. Listening activities. By this we mean tasks carried out during or after listening and directly require comprehension of the spoken materials. We find here a basic and clear stand and distinction between extensive and extensive listening. Extensive listening, or whatever term is used, is mainly concerned to promote overall global comprehension and encourage learning, not to worry if they do not grasp every word. Reynandi and Varela 2011 argue for the value of extensive listening to facilitate language acquisition even at lower level by providing experience of listening to meaningful, enjoyable, and comprehensible spoken text. Language material. Two of our yearly observations are relevant here. Firstly, we distinguish interactional and transactional listening. Secondly, we saw the listener can have a number of roles on a scale from participant to addresses to over here, but these elements are represented in listening materials. The most straightforward case in where the learner is an address or over here in a transactional context. Post listening activities. We shall only comment briefly here on these activities because they are usually not listening exercise as such. The category is open-ended and looks ahead to our discussion on the integration of skills at the end of this part of. Adapun materi pengajaran listening comprehension, yang pertama pre-listening activities, yang kedua itu adalah listening activities, yang ketiga itu post listening activities. Sekian materi yang dapat saya sampaikan maupun yang saya jelaskan. Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.